You know, we all have crosses to bear in life, don't we? Some of us come from decent backgrounds, not really being exposed to the harder things in life. Some call it being born with a silver spoon in your mouth. But you know what? Even from that walk of life, you have your issues, your dysfunction and things. But then, because then you have to worry about people using you because of money, false friends, keeping up, maintaining that status quo, I guess, prestige. So there's a lot of pressure and stress that comes with that. Or you come from poverty, or childhood sexual abuse, childhood physical abuse, both. Domestic violence, rape, incest, suffer from mental illness, schizophrenia, bipolar disease, post-traumatic stress, phobias, whatever. The list goes on here. The point I'm trying to make is that no matter what it is, you're not alone. As isolating as the feelings may seem, as you go through these horrible things, these struggles in life, feelings are not fact. And I've had a lot of wonderful things happen to me. I feel very fortunate despite everything that I've been through, good and bad. Everything has brought me to where I am. And because of that, I'm happy. Took all that pain and suffering and all the accomplishments and letdowns and everything to bring me right to where I'm at, and to be, to have finally met the man that I could say, I don't think there's a better man out there for me. And I remember somebody telling me many years ago that when you meet a man and you really believe that there's nobody, that you honestly couldn't do any better than that, not because of self-esteem, because you're selling yourself short, but because you are confident within yourself and you really know that this is the best man for you, that is the man that is for you. And that applies to, a guy meeting a woman also. Just reverse it, but this was an older woman that told me this, and it stuck with me. See, I didn't feel that way with my ex-husband. I sold myself short. My daughter's father, well, we had a lot of good memories together. We did a lot of good things together. We had a beautiful daughter together, but I did not feel like he was the best man for me. I always felt like there was somebody else out there that I was really meant to be with. Didn't know who. Now I found him. And, it's just like, we both lean on each other a lot, for strength and advice, or input rather, Gets frustrating, if he gives me advice and then I don't take it, he gets frustrated with me. And sometimes vice versa, me too. It's like, why did you even ask me? If you don't, you're not even gonna, but at the end of the day, the choice is ultimately our own, and then sometimes, I listen, sometimes we're our own people, in life in general. I'm not talking about just like he and I as a couple. I'm talking generally speaking here across the board. At the end of the day, we are responsible for ourselves, but I was thinking, about people, who just live in the past. They can't let go of it. And I think, well, how unfortunate, because you just really, you hold yourself hostage, and you cheat yourself out of enjoying the wonderful opportunities that the future and the present have to offer. If you live hostage into things that's happened because of the past, I've been there, I've done that, I really did. I was like, I talked to people and thought, well, whatever have consider an intimate relationship with anybody again. I didn't think so. Really didn't have any interest or whatever, but if my ex-husband was watching this, I would say thank you for you giving me more gifts than what you realized. You know, it's ironic. You know, you set out to do somebody so much harm, and really, a lot of times, you know, you end up bringing them more gifts than. It's just irony. You know, people that live in hatred and disdain reap what they sow, and they end up with nothing in the end. Absolutely nothing. Completely alone. Or end up with somebody like-minded, and again, are alone, you know. And to me, no thank you kind. I'll pass on that. Yes, I've gotten angry, sure, you know. I've said and done things out of anger too, but I don't sit and live in that stuff for years on end either. I just don't. I did when I was younger. I was angry over my childhood, being, you know, going through the things that I went through and all this stuff. But you know what? I forgave. You don't forget. You don't forget, you know. You take from that stuff. You realize, you know, okay, there's some sick people in this world, and I take all the experiences from my past and know, you know, what I want for myself and what I do not want, what I will tolerate and what I won't. And that's me. That's me, you know. It took a lot of ups and downs in life to bring me to where I'm at. It's just interesting. Everything comes down to how you look at things. It really does. I don't see myself with anybody else. I don't. I know. I wasn't perfect in my marriage. Nobody is. But am I going to put all that out on the table? No, because it's not anybody's business, really. It's past tense anyway. You know, it can't be changed. So you live and learn, you know. But I just know that I try to treat this man like I would want to be treated. Treat him like gold. You know, yes, I have my off days, hormones, you know, just being a woman or whatever, but I've drawn some of my strength from him, you know, when I felt weak or just like damn near ready to give up and stuff. And you know, I don't think he realizes really that there were times where, you know, I was just so close to just, but it was because of him that I was like, you know what, no. We're going to have, you know, we're going to have an awesome life together, and we are doing so. You know, we are doing so now, but I mean, but in future, you know, the future is definitely bright, and why would I want to sabotage that, you know, because of whatever crazy feelings I might be going through, struggling with, you know, demons or whatever. And like I said, and in this way, you know, only we can set ourselves free from being held hostage to our own past, you know. You don't let your past define you. You learn from it. You take the good and the bad, and you find the forgiveness, as hard as that might be. There are people out there that aren't worthy of forgiveness, but you forgive to set yourself free from the resentments, because carrying resentments for the rest of your life is a heavy burden to carry. That's what I know. But see, that's a decision. Some people like to live that way, and that's your choice. It's your prerogative, you know? What works for me may not work for you. I just personally don't like to live that way. I want to be, kind and loving, not hateful and bitter and resentful, and then wind up, elderly, bitter because of the life that I did not live, the life that I wanted to live but was too afraid to live. And a lot of times that's really what it comes down to. When people grow old, they're bitter. It comes down to that stuff. The choices that they made, they're not okay with themselves, and they realize that their life is nearly over. I will not have that for me. No. So, no, living in resentment and hatred and anger and all these things, it takes from all that. It's still given the past control. Doesn't mean because I forgive, does not mean I'm going to just welcome people that have hurt me with open arms, because no, I want absolutely nothing to do with anybody that I'm done with. I absolutely don't. Just means that I really don't give them any second thought anymore. They're not worth my time. I have my own life to live, and my life is about me and what matters to me and my partner and stuff, and that's it. Family, children, whatever. It's about those things. It's not, about people that have shit on me or people that I have shit on. It's done, it's over. It's done and it's over, and it can't be changed. You live with it and move on. That's, I have no other way to break it down, but that's really, where I'm at. I got all these things going on. I'm trying to hash out all these things in my head, and so many wonderful changes going on right now. They're wonderful and exciting. Yes, I'm a little scared, but it's more of like just anticipatory fear, I guess. But it's all good stuff. Nothing negative. No, absolutely not. I have not a complaint. No. So, but just know, no matter what you're going through, you're not alone. And there are people out there that have been through worse. People out there who haven't been through near as much. People who haven't got a clue. People who totally get it. And nothing in life is permanent, including life itself. I've always said that. I've always believed that, because that's an absolute fact. It's relative. So